Howdy folks, how's it going? No, those are not the Himalaya mountains of Nepal. Those are the Taos Mountains outside of the town of Taos. I'm here staying indoors for the day on a rather blustery day. It's not looking too bad right now, but it was snowing and sleeting and stuff throughout the day. So getting a little taste of the potentials for spraying up in the mountains here, which is kind of anything can happen. Yesterday it was nice and sunny, and I was walking around in a t-shirt. So in this video then I'm going to be talking a little bit about what is going on in Nepal. Notice I got my Nepal t-shirt on, which I bought in Kathmandu, February of 2014. So I was there a little over a year ago. If you search for Trekking Nepal on YouTube, then you will find my trekking video. I did the Langtang National Park trek, and it's definitely been just really tragic to see how badly it has affected the whole country, or at least, you know, a big chunk of it, and Kathmandu especially. And so I wasn't sure exactly what was going on at Langtang since I'd done that trek. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's just north of Kathmandu. And so I hadn't really seen much news about it, and then somebody made a comment on one of my recent videos of Nepal, because I did a video showing some footage of Kathmandu, showing like what, you know, how beautiful Kathmandu was before the earthquake. And they said, or actually it might have been on that trekking video of mine at Langtang, and they said Langtang is destroyed, like the valley is completely obliterated. And so I, you know, wanted to search around and find out what's going on, and so I did a search and found this article about 3 American trekkers, it's actually up here, who were trekking the Langtang trek and the earthquake hit. I will link to this article down below the video here. They spent 6 days waiting for rescue, were finally helicoptered out, but they couldn't hike out. And so they were at Bamboo, which is fairly low down on the trek. It was their first day. They'd only been hiking for a couple of hours and stopped to take a break. And the earthquake hit, and total landslides, boulders falling down the mountains. One villager was killed. Bamboo is a very tiny village. I just thought that I would show this one picture. So here I am at Bamboo myself on my trek, also on the first day, heading uphill. There's basically just 2 or 3 restaurants in that little village that people stop at, so they very well could have been sitting, you know, at that same spot or a few feet away or whatever. So the point of this video is it safe to travel to Nepal? I wasn't really sure, you know. Obviously the photos and the reports and everything are very tragic and very devastating, and I was kind of thinking, you know, mark Nepal off the list of countries to travel to at this point, at least for a few years, because it's just all, you know, chaos and destruction. But fortunately, that apparently is not the case. So after having read that article about the 3 Americans getting rescued, down at the bottom here is another article. The best way to help Nepal recover from the quake? Go there on vacation. And so this is a very encouraging article written on May 8th, 2015. Today is May 9th, so it's just a day old. Tourism dollars can help save the Nepali people from undue hardship. We are pleased to inform you that Nepal is now safe to visit, reads an email from Adventure Mountain Explorer Treks and Expedition, sent out on Wednesday. If you have already booked your holiday or you are planning to, we welcome you with an open heart. The message from the Kathmandu-based mountaineering and sightseeing organizers represents a larger plea from the small Himalayan nation as it continues to pick itself up from the devastating April 25th earthquake that claimed over 7,000 lives thus far. Nepal is very safe to travel, said Amy, executive director. Life is back to normal. So that's great to hear. Obviously, it's not normal in terms of how it was before. You know, buildings are down, and they don't even know the full extent of the damage throughout the country. Little villages. There's no doubt landslides all over the place, and people trapped in villages. And saying life is back to normal is probably a stretch there, but his point is that you can still get around the country by the sounds of it, and you can still travel there, and you can still see many of the tourist sites. So this is an important paragraph here. Pant says TAAN is planning assessment expeditions to popular trekking sites like the Mount Everest circuit, the Annapurna region, and the Langtang National Park in the weeks to come. So a more concrete picture of the earthquake's impact can be formed. So it is not known, basically, at this point, what the full extent of the damage is in those trekking regions. You probably don't want to head to Nepal to go trekking at this point. But in the coming weeks, then more information will be coming in, and they will be figuring out what is actually possible. But you can still travel to Nepal. Just stay tuned on this information. Don't write Nepal off your list of places to possibly travel to, as this article is detailing. Then one of the best things you can do to help Nepal is to go there and spend your tourist dollars and help the people out, directly by going to the restaurants and staying in their guest houses and hotels and everything like that. And that is one of the best ways to help Nepal recover from this disaster. So again, I will link to this article down below the video, and just do your research and stay tuned for more information coming in over the coming weeks and months. Visiting Nepal and even trekking may very well be possible soon, later in this year. So, all right, thanks for watching. Take care.